Hello and welcome back to Let's Build the Island. In this part we'll be looking at starting on the city on the island, and also I want to just give you a bit of news in terms of the channel and what's going on. Because as you know now, it's been quite a while since the last video, and I just want to let you know a bit what's going on. Partially because that was because of Christmas and being busy. Also with various tech updates going on, and because I'm running on a Mac, there's been a few issues with Mountain Lion and Jabber updates, but there's fixes for that, and working on fixing that, so we should have more tech content hopefully soon. Also updates to mods and stuff need to happen for this series to continue, and for a couple of the other things I'm doing. But what you need to expect in the near future is more survival map playthroughs with me and Liam. That's going to happen. Also some more raid reviews. There's going to be one of Mobblesham Vaults coming out fairly soon, which Liam's going to be with me as well for. And we might even do a Tech It Let's Play, depending on how popular the idea is. But anyway, back to the build. As you can see, I'm just building a vague outline of where I wanted the city to be. I'm working on the front walls now, and I've also used some circles in red brick as watchtowers that will go either side of these walls. And these watchtowers, I was thinking on designing them a little bit like the watchtowers I did in Let's Build a Treetop Town. So I was then working on a few ideas for the front gate. I wanted it maybe to split into two, so I kind of did it like that. It didn't really work, so I thought I'd just leave it as an open-ended one like that, because I quite liked it. I made it a bit higher so it would match up with the walls. And I kept building the walls up so that they were at a reasonable height, and I wanted the towers each side to be a bit bigger than that. I then just worked on flattening out the inside of the walls so guards could walk along them during their watch shifts. Then used stone brick stairs on the underneath just to make it all a bit smoother. Just give a general nicer entrance feel to the whole place. So for the next few episodes of this Let's Build, I'm going to be focusing particularly on the city, because I want to get that done before we focus on various other ideas, and I've had quite a few ideas now on what other things there should be on this island and where this is all leading. So I then kind of connected the gates up like that to the walls, so it all looks supported anyway, and then started working on building up the towers at each side. And I just marked each floor with stone brick. We'll go back to do the interior afterwards. And at the top, in a similar fashion to the Treetop Town, I used fences and a kind of pyramid of stone brick stairs and torches all the way around to keep it lit up. And then repeated this design on the other side. And I wanted it matching symmetrically so the whole entrance would look completed. And then fitted it with the windows like the other side, and then it was pretty much done. Just had to finish off some crenellations on the walls just so I was happy with it. And then that was our front entrance to the city done. Next thing I wanted to work on was the road that I'd started building leading up to it, because I realised it was slightly in the wrong place given where I'd actually put the gate, so I needed to correct that. So I built the road down to it in the same half block fashion, and then I got rid of that and moved it across too, so that it would all work perfectly. And then filled in the gaps I'd left with grass blocks. I also wanted to make a little archway that people would pass through on the way in, just to make it all look a bit nicer and have a more finished feel. So that was that. Then used World Edit to set the whole ground to being stone, just as I had a bit more of a feel to it. And then just made a few outlines of the outside walls. And then lay out an area for the first little square I wanted to build. It was going to be a bit of a marketplace, I felt, but I wanted to start with a fountain in the middle just as a kind of design, and then work around that. Just have a few stalls either side of it, that kind of thing. I wanted it all to be fairly colourful, which is why I went for the wool, as you'll see in a sec. There we are. I was quite happy with that. I needed to spread out the cobblestone a bit more. Also dug a hole there just to line out where the main road in the city will be, and I built a lamppost there using glowstone, which looks like that in this texture pack, which I'm quite fond of. And wanted some different colours here, quite Christmassy, quite appropriate for the current time. And built another few lampposts. And that was the market square finished. I'd already kind of plotted out in my head what I wanted different regions to be. But this is the main one I was going to work on in this episode, and from now I was just going to outline the different areas within the city. So here's me working on the road in to start with. Using half blocks again, and stone brick. And I used steps to get into a particular square. I then dug the road round so it would go around the outside of the market square. And used the stairs again just to make it all a bit smoother. And I outlined another area that I was going to use for building something in particular. I haven't quite decided yet which thing's going to go where, but I want a kind of governmental building somewhere. Kind of creates the laws of the island, that might be one of them. Obviously in the corner, which you'll see where the wall's not quite straight, I actually did that on purpose so I could have a little guard outpost there. Yeah, in that corner there, that's where the guard outpost is going to go. So anyway, I was just outlining the walls and what kind of needs to be, and then I wanted to just start working on them so that really gave a bit of structure so I could see where I was actually working within. So that's what I did next. So yeah, sorry for the lack of videos in the last while, but I'm going to start being more regular now. As I say, I've got a fair amount lined up. Not to look forward to. I suppose I could have done this with WhatWill Edit, but I don't know, I felt like I wanted to do it manually, it'd be easier. Then did the same on the other side, obviously, with the walls. Then I just used WhatWill Edit to finish it off because it was taking quite a long time. I got a bit lazy. Then I wanted to fit it all with crenellations, they look quite nice, kind of matching the front wall. And then when I was happy, that was that. And that's where we'll be leaving the city for this week and the island. Just have a bit of a pan around to see where we've got to. So thanks for being patient with the videos, and as I say, more will come soon, and look out for the Minecraft survival Let's Plays, and possibly a Pekka Let's Play. Definitely some WoW videos coming soon as well. And obviously more Let's Build. So until then, this is Will signing off. Thanks for watching.